Hello friends, today we are discussing about the Python variables. Today this is the content and outline. So first I will go with the introduction to variables, then variable declaration and assignment, then naming conventions, then different type of variables and variable type checkings and conversation, dynamic typing, and then examples. So let's go the first point, introduction to the variables. So what is actually variables? So variables are a fundamental element in any programming language which is used to store the data in a program. Means the concept of a variable is linked to memory space, and a variable is perceived as a storage box that can store some values, right? So for example, uh, so if I am storing writing x is equal to 1, so the x is the, so here the memory is allocated with the name of x, and 1 is the value, and the 1 is the value, and 1 is the value are stored in x variable. So we can see that memory as a container that holds the value, means x is a container that holds the one value. So similar way, um, name is equal to ram. So similar way, the ram, the value are stored in a name container, name variables. Okay, so in the similar way, different one like weight, VEIGST, weight is equal to like 10.5. So the this value 10.5 value is stored in a in weight container, weight variables. Okay, so few of them boolean also it will check like yeah, the came. So is active. Okay, so it active is a boolean variables. So in boolean variables, the value either be true or false, it stored there. Okay, so check in the different way. So I'm just printing. Okay, so suppose um print of x. So see here, if I run it, yeah. So here I am just try to print the value. So print of x, then print of name, then print of weights, then print of is active. So let's see, these are the values are printed. If I do like this, if I put x colon, okay, I'm just some kind of doing some kind of decoration to print. Okay, so this is the, could be the name. So here name, here weights, here, right? So this will is good formatted. Okay, so one variable, one the value which assigned to x variable, ram is the value which assigned to name variables, 10.5 value is stored in the weight variables, and the true is stored in the is active variables, right? So this way, for each variables there will be a new memory space created with the variables name, right? Means, suppose for example one I created, right? This is the one, so for there the respective variable is x, so one is stored in x, and the second I am creating another variables ram, so ram is storing into that another variable name 10.5, 10.5 value, and this value are storing in the new weight variables, and this true value are stored in the is active, maybe. And also, if we can change the variables value, okay, then the memory will update it with the new value. For example, see, if I take the same example, uh, uh, okay, just go to the code and see, I'll see here I'm just assigning the 2, and here I'm assigning Syam. Instead of that I'm just at 20.5 and I'm storing false, right? So see here, so variable value is changed here, okay. So in another examples, if I go and show you x is equal to like 10, and if I printing the variable of x, uh, then comma x, see here, see the 10 value is stored in x, so here the memory is updated. This is x variable, right? This is a container, so this memory is updated with the new value, okay. So these are the variables. Now come to the naming conventions. So in the naming conventions, so if I go to the markdown, naming conventions, right? So naming convention, in a python, is the rules and guidelines for naming the variables, functions, classes, and other entities in python code, right? Code, okay. And function and classes will come later in the sections, okay. So this is the naming convention where you can just give the idea how to write the variable names, how we can declare. So these things, this thing is there, means how we should be, how should name a variable in the python. So here is the first point. So okay, so first I give the definition, okay, some little definition I will give. So naming convention, this is the python code, so I have to do the markdown. So naming conventions is the rules, guidelines for naming variables, functions, classes, and other entities in python, okay. Not in python, it's works in any programming language, right? So here, So here, so if I can take the example, so first name, I'm taking the first name, first underscore name is equal to Ram, and last underscore name is equal to Sam. Okay, so these two we have variable. Okay, so variable name, right? Variable name should be the descriptive. Okay, it's not like suppose for example, if for the first name, right? If name, if n. Okay, so it should give some meaningful informations. Okay, so here I'm just writing, see this example, first name is showing that it is the first name, last name underscore last underscore name is showing that it is a last name for a person. Okay, so the first name is saying that first name is first name of individuals. Okay, in a similar way the last name is for an individual. Okay, okay, so these are the things. So if I go the next, uh, so see few of the guidelines is there, like variables must be start with if I do the markdown again, so not okay, not required, so must start with underscore and uh, a letter, and it should contain the letters, numbers and underscores. I think you know it, but I'm just refreshing. Okay, so it is the example like that, underscore, suppose underscore test, I'm just writing the test variables. Okay, so test variable is equal to, you know, uh, test. So like that, right? I'm just putting the underscore um, uh, before the variable name. And also see here in the previous example I'm putting the first name. Okay, this is the last name. Okay, and second thing, second value is there. So if I go and put like any suppose any call value is equal to, is giving 100. So like that we can declare, right? Like that we can give the value. Okay, so variable name is the case sensitive. Okay, variable name is the case sensitive, is case ACN CITIV, case sensitive. Okay, and if I go some take the other examples for invalid variables, right? Invalid variable names. Okay, so if I take the, so two, like before that, right, in the previous example it talk about the first name, right? So if I take the right like this, first FIR first, okay, is equal to 99. See, this is giving some error. Okay, a statement, see here, a statement must be separated by new lines, right? Giving, or semicolon, semicolon. Okay, or this is the one, or second one, like first dash name is equal to Ram, right? So it will be compiled, but in the runtime it will give error. So third one is there, at the rate name, at the rate name is equal to Ram. Runtime warning. See, in the suggestion itself is saying that it will give the error at runtime warning, right? So in this way we will not going to be do the declaration of any variables, not recommended. This is also, I'll give the comments here, not recommended to declare variable name like that. Okay, like in this cell. Okay, and next is the case sensitive. Okay, so for example, um, name is equal to Ram. Okay, name is equal to Ram, right? And print name. Okay, here, so it will give you the fine. So if I go and if I select declare like that, name is equal to Sam, uh, Sam, right? So if I do the comparison between this name and this name, so we will get the false. So both the variables are having different identifiers. So let's see. Okay, so if I uh, print name is equal to name, so let's see what we will get. Name, it should be name. Okay, see, false. And see, if I give the here changing the name here, then see we're getting the true value here, right? So this way we can say that this is the case sensitive. Okay, so next is different type of variables. Different types of variables. Okay, so see here I'm writing x is equal to 1, name is equal to Ram. Okay, weight is equal to 10.5. See how it is coming. And if our fruits is equal to apple, banana, cherry, then if I go to coordinates, CO coordinates is equal to some, I'm giving the value, this value, and some unique number, unique number, right? And then person, yeah, person is came, and one more is FROJD in frozen seeds. Okay, so if I'm printing this value, okay, yeah, it should run it, and if I print the value, so see, so print of, no, I will print the type. What is the type of x? So if I print x comma type of x, I'm just copying and pasting for no. So here it's name, I'm just copying and pasting here, and fruits, 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 unique, unique numbers, then person, and then frozen set, right? So see here, see here, so one is a int, Ram is a class of a string, then true is a boolean type, and apple main fruits, banana, apple, banana, cherry is a class of list, and this coordinate 1 10.0 to 12.0 is the, it's a type of tuples, and 1 2 3 is a unique number, that is a type of set. Then this person name is Ram, age is 30, is a class of dictionary, and the frozen set 1 2 3 is a class of frozen set. So these are the classes um, uh, we discussed. Okay. Okay. So next will be type discuss about the type conversion. So I will go to the markdown. So type type conversions. So I will generate the code. So type conversions C. Suppose x is equal to 1. So print of type of x. What is the type? This is the int type, right? This is the int type. And let's see now. Let's see now. X underscore type I'm just creating one variable type conversion is equal to a string of x, and then print x. So see here, so earlier it was x. X is a what type of class is integer class, int class, but I typecasted it here. I just do the type conversion here from integer to a string. So now the one the class for one value is x, is sorry, it's a string, right? So once again, initially one is assigned to x, and what is the type of class for x is integer type, and the value is integer type, and now I converted into a string. I mean, I done the type conversion, so I just mentioning here a string of x. So here I'm printing, so now it's converted into one is converted into the string. Okay. And if I if I do one more thing, so see, if I do the here one more thing is here, if I remove it here, okay, so see, class of a string, this x, this variable conversion is a class of a string type, right? So earlier x was integer, and in the next type is a string type. So now we can talk about the other examples. Suppose x is equal to 17, okay, and if I print here, see here, this x is a 17, and what is the type? Class type is a string type, right? And next example is name is equal to Ram, next name is equal to Ram, and um, so I'll try to convert into the these things. Okay, so I will just type the I will take another name conversion is equal to uh, int of name. Let's see it work or not. Okay, so print. So see, so ram is already a string. Okay, it cannot be converted into that integer type. Okay, so, so okay, okay, so here see ram is already a string type, right? It cannot convert into integer type, but x is earlier what is that? X1 was integer and that are converted into the string. Okay, so it's giving that one value is a string type, right? So yeah, so and here this ram is complete a string type, so we cannot be converted into the integer type. Okay, so I'm just leaving these things in front of you. And now let's talk about some other variable, the floats variables. So suppose weights is equal to 70.5, right? And what is the type? What is the types? This is the a string type, right? This is a string type. But if I convert into the integer type, right, here to here also I'm just trying to convert. So no, this is not. Remove this one. So VEI um, int type weight T by PE. So let's see, it's not converted. Okay, it's not converted. Okay, so like that it will not work. So if I once again, okay, so it's giving the string type, right? But if I see here, if I go to the next cell, so I am just writing here, um, just typing y is equal to int of weights. Okay, and I am just write print of, let's see. No, wait, here why it's not, this is the string type, right? This is the string type. If I give here, this is the float type, right? So let's see here, let's see here, it is converted into that a string type, int type, right? Int type here. And again, if I want to convert into the float type, I use the same code here. I use the same code here. If I want to float, okay, so see here 70.5, right? I mean, reverse, now reverse order is working from float to integer to floats. And now the next concept is that dynamic typing. Dynamic typing here. So what is the dynamic typing? In Python, variables are not bound to a specific data types at the time of declarations. Instead of that, the type of variables is determined at the runtime based on the value assigned to it. Right? Means at when you are writing the code, so by the time there is no bound for a specific data type at the declaration. I mean, you can declare, for example, um, suppose x is equal to 10. So what is that? Print of x. So this is the integer type, right? And in the next code, um, suppose x is equal to hello. I'm just putting the hello. So print is giving the string type, right? And see here, so here we declare it, this is the integer type, this is the string type. Let's see. Okay, next, if I giving x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10, right? And if I doing z is equal to x plus y, so here at the declaration there is no bond to a specific data types. Okay, at the time this is the declarations. Okay, and see, if I running it, so it will throw the error, right? Integer and a string is not be add. Okay, okay, so see, the advantage here for for dynamic typing is at the compile time. Okay, at the declaration time you can quickly write code without worry about the type of declaration. But at disadvantage is that at the runtime, since the types are determined at the runtime, so type related error may appear only during the executions. Okay, so to handle these things, there is one more concept is that type hinting. Type hinting. Okay, in the Python. So here, the whatever the issue we are getting in the above, in the type dynamic typing at the runtime. Okay, so Python introduced a this type of type hinting in version of Python 3.5. So type hinting is a feature in Python that allows developer to specify the expected data types of variables, functions, arguments, and return values. Okay, in type hinting. So see here, suppose if we're getting the age here, age, and I'm putting the age to 25. Okay, so similar way the name string. So age is a variable, what data types is the integer type, int type, and this value name is the variables, and this is the type of a string type. So, and also one more example is that like is one boolean, I'm just taking is active boolean, is types is showing that it's a boolean type. Okay, so you can also change the variables, right? Suppose uh, if x is equal to 10 and print, see here, so it is integer type. Okay, as we see in the previous uh, discussion. And see here in the code, go to the source code, yeah. So x is equal to 20.5. Now check, print, this will give you the float, right? Right. One more I want to discuss here, like user input. You are developing an application when where you and user are giving input. Okay, so I'm just keeping the user input input. Okay, so here I'm just typing um, name is equal to input, enter your name, right? enter enter your name. Okay, and then I'm typing print name comma type of name. Okay, so see here, so it's asking here to enter just ram. I enter here, so ram is a string type. Ram is a string type. Okay, is coming. Ram is a string type is coming. And second also, if I take the second example, uh, suppose I take the age, enter your age is, so see here, this is 20, so 20 is a string type, right? Type is 20 is coming as a string type. Okay, and a string, if I convert, if I write here, suppose if I, because age is a string type, right, coming, so if I convert here int, let's see, so 20, so see here 20 integer is coming. All right, so guys, these are the this is all about the Python variables. So just go through the, my video, and just enhance your knowledge. And at the last, please subscribe my channels, and thank you for the watching. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.